God's people. Abigail. This is Abigail. The Bible says Abigail was intelligent, kind, generous, beautiful, and a peacemaker. Abigail was married to a wealthy man named Nabal. He was known for being mean, selfish, and rude, and he was often in a bad mood. One day, King David and his soldiers were near Abigail and Nabal's home, and they needed more supplies. King David told his soldiers to go to Nabal and ask him with kindness and respect for more supplies. When the soldiers arrived at Nabal's home to ask for help, Nabal didn't want to help them. He shouted insults at the soldiers and told them to leave. When David found out what had happened, he was outraged. He told his men to get their swords. They would fight Nabal because he had insulted them and refused to help them. When Abigail heard from one of her servants how unkind her husband had been to David's men, she took immediate action. She wanted to help David and his men, and she also knew that her husband's rudeness could get their family in serious trouble. She gathered supplies, loaded them onto lots of donkeys, and sent her servants to take them to David. Then she followed, and when she saw him, she dropped to her knees and asked for David's forgiveness for her husband and their family. When David heard Abigail's pleas and he saw all the supplies she had brought, he calmed down immediately. He felt peace in his heart. He even thanked the Lord for sending Abigail to bring peace. David was so impressed with Abigail's generosity and bravery, he forgave Nabal and told his men to put down their swords. He said Abigail could return home and his soldiers would not harm her family. King David didn't forget Abigail and how she bravely made peace in a hard situation. Later, when Nabal died, David even asked Abigail to marry him. Abigail used kindness, bravery, and generosity to make peace. And that's a little bit about Abigail.